Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge Podcast. My name is Josh. It's Saturday. Saturday? Yeah, it's Saturday. I love Saturday. I didn't get to sleep my ass in though because my kid kicks me in the nuts every day of my life. And look at my background. Look how pimped out this is getting with all the cool shit that people are sending me. I'm not gonna lie. Things like potatoes that you're sending me with really awesome pictures of Micah and James with their giant heads and tiny little hands are my favorite. And, you know, things like this one here, creepy baby, are also cool. My daughter made that for me. I wish I could show you my desk. I'm actually gonna do that really soon. For 50,000 subscribers, I'm going to 3D scan my entire studio here, and I'm gonna embed videos from my Patreons and my YouTube membership, and it's exclusive content that you guys have been waiting for. I'm gonna do some videos where I'm gonna talk to you through how I built the studio, and you're gonna see how stupid it actually looks in real life, and maybe give me some ideas. I don't know, maybe there's some interior designers out there that might wanna help me out, because I think I need to pimp out my studio, even though I like that it's getting all full of kitschy, cool stuff. Today we're covering the 8 passengers COVID story. My man Def Noodles covered it. Def Noodles is a hilarious comedian guy, funny. I just love his humor, and he's one of those guys that has like lasting power on YouTube. Like he does what I do, or I do what he does because he was here first. And he's very good at it, and he kind of stays away from getting in trouble, and I love it just because he's just the way he delivers it. Anyway, I love that he did this video. I was gonna cover it, and then he covered it, so I'm pretty sure he copied me. He didn't. But anyway, I'm gonna talk about it. The reason I'm covering things like this, when you turn a camera on because your whole family gets COVID, is because when something happens in your family, like let's say, I think in 8 passenger situation, sometimes there's like an accident or something, and they need, it's clickbaitable. It's like, oh my gosh, or the videos where it's like, I'm not okay, or you know, we're done, and all these major clickbait titles. If something happens in your family, good or bad, and your first inclination is to turn the camera on, you're doing it wrong, and you're doing your kids a disservice. You're doing your family a disservice. Okay, I get that you're making your millions of dollars on YouTube, but in the end, you're not really a family unit. You're not really doing family right, as far as I'm concerned. So that's why I'm covering things like this too, because you know, and all the other family vloggers maybe their kids get hurt, or they hurt their kids and are laughing it off, or their kids are twerking on camera. All these kind of things, like things that Sloan is covering with Ace family and all this stuff. I'm covering it all. And you know I am, and I'm coming after all of them. And then I'm also gonna do some other things too. So I definitely wanna keep doing what I'm doing. And so thank you for joining me. You like my coat? It's an inside-y outy coat, so I can just wear the normal blue on the outside, or I can wear this fabulous, amazing flower jacket that people think. When I walk in the mall like this, girls are like, hey. And then they look away because they're like, that's stupid. Anyway, I think it's the stash. Let's get to it. All right, without further ado, I just want to I want to get right into it because this is a long video, and I'm not sure I'm going to cover all. Obviously, I'll be skipping through some of the crap because Ruby and her fake eyelashes bother me, and they don't say a lot of interesting things, but I'm going to react to this with you together like we always do. Like one big happy Dad Challenge family. Ready?
This morning, we got test results back for Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin has tested positive for COVID. Are you
Why do they have like epic music in the background? Like there's some kind of battle scene that's gonna happen.
serious? What in the world? I am sick.
Dumb. Oh, sick, sorry.
Chad's sick. Looks like we have 2 weeks as a family. What are we gonna do?
You're gonna film it so we all get to watch. Thanks. Thanks, Ruby.
This is the vlog
Stop with the music.
where we all got COVID.
If you're wondering where the Barbour family fun wagon came from, it might have been possibly borrowed from this ridiculous graphic scene. Again, I don't know if you've seen a lot of my 8 passenger stuff, but the one thing that really gets me over all these family vloggers is 8 passengers and this dumb logo you're about to see. What the hell? Okay? What the hell? That's like one step away from Comic Sans. You are millionaires from YouTube. pay somebody to give you I have offered 8 passengers, even though I want you off YouTube and family vloggers off YouTube, I will do your logo for free. Reach out. That is an atrocity. It's so stupid.
This morning, we got test results back for Kevin.
Someone told me that you can get magnetic eyelashes, and I was like, what do they magnetize to, your eyeballs? But apparently, probably what she probably gets the permanent ones, right? Where you have to get them touched up every 3 months and it costs like $100. But you can get ones that like just click on. I think I need to get me some of those.
Waiting on Sherry.
It's killing me.
Kevin has tested positive for COVID.
Kevin's 100% done with this lady's shit. That's all I'm gonna say there. This guy's like, yeah, I know we make money, but I hate this shit. I don't know, Kevin.
What a loser.
They're Mormons, right? They look like do they dress like that on purpose? Is like, do they wear pants and stuff? Why do they all look like they're part of a cult right now? Is that just me? Those frocks, are they religious?
I hereby decree a family vote.
Something tells me you're not democratic in your house. Something tells me what Ruby says goes. There's no democracy.
I don't know if I said
You
that.
sleep outside. Yeah.
I mean, I guess they're trying to have fun as a family. If this is real, that's cool, but it's not because the camera's on.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. Where did he go? You guys. Are you feeling sad, Kevin? Oh.
The music.
He just wants to play the piano.
Oh, Dwight won't ever leave you.
Dwight is loyal to me.
Here's my question, and it's a serious one. The question is, do we all
Get COVID.
get COVID?
We're gonna stay home.
How stupid is this? This kid is excited. Do we all get, like, they're making it about this, like, do we all just get COVID? And everybody's like, yay! COVID isn't fun, people. It's not fun. It's not content. This is ridiculous.
Anyway, so
Do we all-
get COVID.
Do we all share a communal cup and
No.
try to get sick?
Thank God there's a person in his family with brain on her face, on her head, whoever that girl is on the right. She's looking at her mom with so much disdain. Like, I think she's probably, what, 15, 16 years old, and she's like 2 years before she's out of this place and starts her own vlog.
No.
No, it'll just happen. If it happens, it happens. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you already had it. You didn't even know it.
Where do you think you got it? Work?
Well, I work on a campus that has 43,000 people on it, so
You
I'm
think you
sure.
got
Why are you at, it's COVID, why are you working, why are campuses open? The intro could have just been the whole video, but now we have to suffer through like 13 minutes of this shit.
Are we gonna do?
Sherry?
You're gonna film your shit all day long like you do. At least they're real, they got a mess in their house.
I tested positive.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What?
I feel bad because I know I affected people.
And here it is, everybody. You know, your father has, why do their kids have a mattress on the floor? Like, these people are wealthy, right? Like, their kids don't have anything in their rooms, like curtains, and it's a little bit weird, just a little bit weird. But this is what this is what has people up in arms. This girl goes to school and infects everybody, even though she knew her dad had it. She feels bad about it, but they're laughing and they're filming it.
My whole volleyball team has to quarantine.
Oh,
Because of the selfishness of the, what's their last name? I'm going to call them the Rubies.
no.
And they're all gonna know it was me.
Oh, no, because you're...
Because you're filming it on YouTube, a-holes. No wonder. Thanks, Mom. You just made your daughter a social pariah if she wasn't already.
the only one not there.
Well, I mean, they probably won't have practice. They'll probably have to quarantine like right now. So that's why I'm gonna text them because school starts in more than an hour.
Did you just get the test results back this morning?
Mm-hmm.
You have COVID.
So let me stand 2 feet from your face. Your eyelashes are catching COVID, and that's what's spreading it, Ruby. Every time you blink, the thing flows off into the COVID eyelashes. That's your problem. That's where it's all coming from. Has anybody checked at Ruby's house for ground zero for COVID? Just saying. Could be the Ruby virus as far as we're concerned.
Sherry, how are you feeling?
No, I just have like a headache.
You
and
do?
a sore throat.
Oh,
And I'm gonna die.
man.
Like,
I'm afraid all of us are going to end up
Having it.
I'm so sorry.
First of all, I'm hoping that it was Sunday that they're all sitting around saying Dad got it, and then she didn't go to school. I'm hoping that's the case, because if she went to school after she knew her dad had it, you do not go to school and keep spreading it. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. There's no way that this girl would have done that.
Your team going to be so mad at you?
I think if they are, it'll be really immature. Because I got it from a family member, and there's really nothing you can do.
Well, there's something you could do. Not go to volleyball practice or school. That dog is effing cute, man.
That situation, you know?
Damn. It's going to be hard not to like that dog. The dog's innocent. That dog's effing cute.
Dwight's trying to give you
Like,
loves.
don't you agree?
I would agree if I'm projecting this correctly, is that if you knew you had it and didn't go to school, or if you knew you had it and went to school, then no, you are not a nice person. So this is why I'm confused about what's happening right now.
Honey, you can't control if you get COVID from
No
your
one wears
dad.
a mask 24/7. Like, you're always around your family.
Yeah.
You know?
And Dad got it, I think, from somebody up on campus.
Mm-hmm.
Now it is day 3 and we are
I'm confused.
making a cake.
Helping Julia. Just didn't want to get my sweatshirt dirty.
What you doing here?
She needed some muscle because this stuff is like as hard as a rock.
This is fondant, and it is not like rolling out pie.
Last time she made a cake, the fondant was like that thick. It's kind of gross.
This is your new cake. And what kind of cake is it?
Vanilla.
It has done, the fondant didn't really work that well. It was really crumbly. The leaves though, they turned out pretty well.
What is happening right now? What's happening? Why are you putting milk on a cake?
Tell anybody, so I'm taking the first bite.
What the hell? Is this some kind of cultural Mormon thing? You're pouring milk on a cake. What am I missing? Is this awesome? Please explain to me below. What is happening right now? Why are they pouring milk on their cake like it's cereal?
That's even worse.
I'll risk getting sick if it means having cake. I haven't had cake in forever, so.
If my teenage daughter brought this to me, I'd be like, hey, this looks real great. Thanks. And you do that thing when your parent, you're like this, and you're like, and you float. You throw your, oh, look, the Superman, and you tore the garbage, and that was good, and you have like a crumb. I mean, they're your kids, and they're trying, and good for them. I love it, but oh my gosh. Nope.
Dwight wanted to sit with me, and so he's pinning my hand down. But
Oh my God, this dog. I want this dog.
anyway, we are going to go get Chad tested by recommendation of the health department, because since we've all technically been exposed because we're all in the same family, Chad hasn't been showing symptoms, but we assume
Is
he's
Chad the dog? No, Chad's the son.
positive because he never ever is sick, ever, even when he is sick. But if he was negative, he'd have to be home for at least another month, which would suck. Which basically means his football season would be over.
And he probably has to sleep on a beanbag chair in the basement. Sorry, Chad. Sorry.
Their little
Is this a Mormon family van? This thing is pimp. This van is pimped. I want this van for the Dad Challenge podcast tour. Damn, that's a nice van.
Probably not.
That would be, dude, if we drove into it and picked it up. I in the car, that Dwight's he's got his pot.
That effing dog. I love this. I love this effing dog. Just don't let Micah see it.
It reminds me of the one time that I was taking Dwight on a walk and dude,
Actual reaction to cry.
that was chill. You were so good. How was it though?
It's good. It's just a natural reaction to cry.
Did it hurt?
He's trying not to be all like, yo, man, it's just you cry, because that's what you do. You naturally react. It's okay to cry, everybody. Let's make sure our sons know that it's cool to cry and not have to pretend they're all badass. Be like, I'm crying because you just stuck a Q-tip in my brain. That's why I'm crying. No, you cry. It's okay to cry, buddy. It's your hair.
Yeah, a little bit.
Good job. My friend just asked me to homecoming. Homecoming, you must be this tall in order to say no. I'm not that tall. I guess I have to say yes.
You don't have to say anything. You could say no because that is your right. It's because the guy wants you. You can say, you know what? I don't want to go. So that guy might be gross.
That's actually really kind of funny. There's a few things he left. Aww.
America and their football teams. Holy. This is why half the reason I wanted to move to the U.S. I want my kid to play football in the U.S. because I love this culture. It is one of my, you know when people watch family vloggers and say it's a guilty pleasure? Like they're like guilty. I love that culture. High school football culture in the U.S., I don't know what it is. I would have been the high school football dad. 100%. 100%. We don't play football in Canada because we play hockey. And it's like a $4 million to play hockey.
Who did that?
Oh no. You guys are going to have to wait to see my
That dad is wearing a purse. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Is it a Mormon thing? I don't know. I know they wear weird underwear and stuff.
Once, and also thought I couldn't go, and I was like, okay, cool. And then I thought I could go because our quarantine ended the day before, and I texted him. I was like, hey, actually, I can go, and he's like, oh, cool. But
I can't wait till my daughter's a teenager, and this is me listening to this conversation. Ready? I'm gonna react as if this is my daughter telling me.
Mom started having symptoms, which I thought meant our quarantine got moved again. And I texted and I was like, oh, actually, sorry, I can't go. And then my school emailed me.
Oh my God. Is this my life in a few years?
And said it doesn't matter. By rule of
There's a lot of flies in this house.
Utah,
There might be dead bodies.
the
Has anybody checked for dead bodies?
regulations, if you get COVID and test positive, then 10 days after that you can leave. You're presumed to be immune to it, so it doesn't matter if your family tests positive or anything, you can still go out after 10 days that you test positive. So then I texted him again. I was like, actually, I can go. So I really feel bad for him because that was like a roller coaster of emotions. But bottom line, I can for sure go to homecoming. That'll be really exciting. And so Dad is going to take me homecoming shopping since everyone else is going to be quarantined. That's why.
No, that's not how this works. Really? Unless, so the people who have it, they're quarantining, but they are living with the people who have COVID. Okay, COVID is spread through like surfaces and things like that, like spit and all that stuff, right? Too, right? So if they're gonna leave a house full of COVID people to go shopping, am I wrong about that? That seems a little bit. You shouldn't do that. Am I wrong about that?
It is day 7. Can dogs
This like 80s, it's like Top Gun music. Fully expect Tom Cruise to walk in here and play volleyball with his family.
good? Hope not. I am sick. And I have COVID.
Can you just clean up your dogs? I think one of the things you do as a dog owner is the one of the most important thing that dog comes to you for is that you have to remove their eye snotties. Removing eye snotties is a very amazing show of love for your dog. I love removing my dog's eye snotties. This dog has a lot of eye snotties. Please remove the dog's eye snotties.
Not too happy because what this means for him is he has to start quarantine all over again.
Man, those eyelashes. Those are huge. Like, what level eyelashes are we talking here? Like, those like level 8? Those are huge. There's no way that feels good on your eyes.
And this is the strangest sickness. It is so weird because usually when I get sick, it's like a crescendo and decrescendo effect. It's like I can feel it slowly getting sick. And then I like get fever and I'm down in bed and I'm coughing.
Just like $100,000 of rings on this lady's finger right here. That is some hardware, yo. That's Micah. This might be like the god queen of family vloggers right here. Looking at things, all the women aspire to be Queen Ruby.
And like I don't feel well, my muscles ache, and then it starts to decrescendo. And
Look at that ring. Boo! What does this dad do for a living? They're Mormons though, so they don't really have fun or anything. You have to buy rings, I guess.
slowly start to feel better.
By the way, side note, I cannot wait to start doing my Mormon series. It's going to be awesome.
This is really strange because it's like
The eyelashes.
it'll just hit me.
Those are huge.
I'm like nauseous. My head.
You don't even need air conditioning. You just go near Ruby and she just asks her to blink and then you're like, oh, thanks. My blow dryer went down, Mom. Can you just blink at me 6 times? And she'll do this, and your hair's like... She's probably not even allowed on airplanes with these things.
That is just...
Damn, that's a ring. Anybody who's a jeweler in here, tell me how much a ring like that costs. If that's a diamond, that diamond is straight up the size of a fingernail. That is a big-ass effing diamond.
And I feel like I've been sick for probably 3 days, and then I'll feel fine.
I gotta give props here. I know I'm pretty hard on the 8 passengers because they're a bunch of dingleberries, and Ruby's the worst of them all. She's actually intelligent, which is good. And she doesn't just she doesn't put herself together like the other family vloggers do. So 8 passengers, I might say something here. I'm going to be like, what? They aren't actually the fakest vloggers I've seen, but they're the most exploitative family, because they're every single day of their family and the periods and the shaving the legs and the acne and everything else. It's gross on that side. But truly, she's got, you know, crusty, dry skin. She doesn't put herself together that much. And I actually prefer family vlogging mommies to do what she's doing here. I don't think but then she still has the giant fake eyelashes. So it's kind of half and half. But yes, props to Ruby for not having to put herself together 1,000,000% and having a fake voice. This is her voice. This is what she looks like, and she's actually intelligent. So there's some props, I guess, but the rest, you're a douchebag.
For 6 hours, I'm like, oh, good, I'm on the meds. And then it'll hit me, and I'll be like a punch. I am.
If she punched somebody with that ring, you would straight die. You would literally just, like a Thanos punch, you'd be dead. I'm pretty sure that Ruby's ring is the one that goes in the center here for the Thanos glove. Whenever you see me bring this up in a live chat, it means that I want Thanos to come and destroy half the world.
Other than that, our family is just going to lie low and
go shopping for prom dresses and spread COVID to our community. This kid's got a MacBook Pro, damn, yo. Gaming on a MacBook Pro?
Like the bare minimum, and just try to get better.
They all have MacBook Pros. And I'm holy, what are they playing? Party games. This looks really. Okay, you're gonna have a $5,000 computer and you're gonna play an 8-bit game on it. Okay.
What game is this? All right, you guys. I hope you're staying safe. I hope that you're staying well.
Yeah, I hope you're staying away from this family if you see them in public.
I'm giving Julie COVID right now.
That was a video that wasn't fun to watch. Okay, so again, I'm gonna go back to the beginning. This is why I cover this stuff, because they literally spent 3 weeks filming a 12-minute video about how they all got COVID and they're sick. And then that they're gonna go shopping. And then, like, again, the content isn't so bad per se, like it's a day in life. And here's the thing, I know I'm gonna say this again, but 8 passengers isn't the worst of them. Their stuff's not even that bad. It's just the things that Ruby has done, the way she treats your kids and all that stuff. And, you know, they're just too much that overcome, like sending your kid out to the wilderness for a scared straight camp or whatever he was doing. Not giving your kid a lunch, doing the crazy things, treating the kids the way that you treat them. Like, there is major problems with this family, of course. But again, they're not the worst of them, because, in the end, parents got to be parents. But when you have to pick up a camera, we all have COVID. This is going to be one of our big videos. And it's one of their big videos right now. This got, I don't know, how many views does this damn video have? Like 592,000 views. And it's got a 65% like ratio, which means they got ratioed on that. Not hard ratioed, but it got a big ratio. So you can't read their comments because they don't have their comments live, because they're a family vlogger and YouTube doesn't allow it. But people are upset because we want to get back to the real world, okay? And the only way we're all going to get back to the real world is if we kick this damn thing somehow. And by going prom shopping for your boyfriend to go to the thing, when everybody in your family has it, dumb. Stay home if you have COVID, okay? Stay home, everybody, until the last person gets it and everybody gets it or whatever, 14 days from that point. Okay, this is why it's spreading like crazy. I thought, the mask thing gets me a little bit, because I'm like, everybody here in Canada is masking. Like 99.7% of people I see masking, but our cases are skyrocketing. And I'm thinking, how is it not negating a little bit? But someone said, you know what? It might be spreading. If no one was wearing a mask, it'd probably be, instead of having 45 cases where I'm from, there would be 90 cases. And so maybe they're right. I'm torn. My wife hates that I go back and forth in the mask. I always wear a mask. Don't get me wrong. I always will. But she's like, just wear the mask. And then she kicks me in the nuts. Call the police, please. I'm scared. Just kidding. My wife does not abuse me. Again, the narrative of this video is that as soon as something goes wrong, please turn the camera on, right? But here's what I'm saying. Why don't you just turn the camera off? Your family might need some attention. Maybe you need to get some sleep, whatever it is. I think there's another video. I'm not sure which family it was, but the guy was flying a drone. I think it's OK Baby or something like that. Everybody seems to like this family, but the guy's flying a drone, smashes his kid in the face with his drone, cuts his face right up, and then the camera's just rolling. The camera is just rolling. If that's the only thing a family does wrong, whatever. But again, at the end, it's all about families who exploit their kids for YouTube views and all that stuff. Ruby's kids, except for the younger ones, for the most part, I would have no problem watching a family vlog like that if they were interesting, because I know that those kids can give consent. I even know my 8-year-old, Everly. If I went to Everly and said, Everly, can we do a family vlog? Do you give me consent to put it online? And if I were to ever do that, I won't. But if I ever were to and thought about it, I would be like, first of all, it's going to be an even split for the whole family. Whatever money we bring in, my kids are going to get it all. Because everything I do anyway as a dad is for my family. It's not for me. And so when Ruby and all these other people buy giant houses and pimped out vans and she says her money's hers and they have to make their own and all this stuff, like everything I do is for my family. For paying college tuition for my wife and my son. For Tristan needs Air Force Ones. Everly needs, she wants one of these now, but with a cat hand. So everything I do is for my kids. So if I were to family vlog, everything I would do would be for them. But all these family vloggers, it seems that everything they do is for the person. Like Micah, it's for Micah, right? Ace family, it's for Austin and Catherine. Their kids become secondhand pawns, or they become, you know, they become child actors in a thing that they don't want to be, and they become content rather than the reason you do life. When you have to family vlog and the reason you are having babies is to vlog it, that is not a good enough reason to have a baby. And I think there's going to be a lot of alienation with kids, and there's going to be a lot of kids who grow up lonely in these types of family vlogger homes. I'm sure that they're lonely, right? I'm sure they are. Anyway, that was a long video. It's about right, actually. It's about right. You know what I'm going to say here. I love you. You are valuable, and you're incredible. Thank you for sticking by me with the Sophie case. That was a big thing that happened last night. The big, giant bomb drops. I didn't even expect those last two, okay? Huge bomb drops. Okay, massive. And so that case is now going to explode. We know it is. So thank you for sticking by me. And you know what? More or less about me, thank you for sticking by Sophie. A young girl, and this is what this whole channel kind of started as, and it is kind of evolving here and there. It is about justice for kids who don't have a voice, okay? Sophie had a voice, and it got out there for good or bad, and now where we are is because of what she said. And there are people actively out there trying to discredit a 9-year-old girl from saying what she said. And they're trying to call her a brat, and they're trying to be ridiculous with the way they say things. So if you're going to come in my chat or leave a comment that is negative towards a 9-year-old girl and you're not going to believe a victim, don't come into the chat. I will delete your shit. It's not happening. I'm not saying you can say, oh, you want about me, Michael, Courtney, everybody else. Don't come at a 9-year-old girl. I don't care what you think about that. Okay? I don't care how this all ends. Never come at a 9-year-old girl, and always believe a victim. That's all I'm saying. That is what this channel is about. So I know I went off a little rant there, but thank you for watching. Have an incredible day. It's getting colder than tits here. Christmas tree goes up today. I might even I'll see if my wife will let me live stream it. I doubt it. That's kind of our family thing. You know what? I'm not gonna live stream that shit, because that's my family time, and I would be a complete and utter asshole hypocrite if I just said what I said in this video and then I live streamed us putting up our Christmas tree. Yeah. So it's going to be my family time tonight. It's very important to us. Maybe I'll live stream me putting the lights on the outside of the house, so if I fall off, it'll go viral or something. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm going to put the tree up. I'm excited. We're going to play some music. Kathy's song is now out in the link below. If you want to support Kathy's music, it costs about $100 American to pay musicians to play on the track, because I'm just not as good as I'd like to. I'm not a professional musician. So we use a guy, his name is Ronald. He's amazing. He's from Berkeley, incredible musician. We pay him, and I love paying artists for their time and their music, because I think that's what you need to do. If you want to support Kathy, I have an idea. But first of all, if you go to Bandcamp, you can buy her a track for $2, or you can give a donation, right? All that money will go towards Kathy's songs. But I have an idea. I'm gonna suggest a whole list of amazing songs, and I'm going to put it on a site, and you guys can pay for that song to be pay for it to be produced, and then it will be the next one in the list that comes out. So a whole list of songs, and if anybody likes that one song, they're all going to pay the money to play it, and only for the cost of the song. We're not here to make profit on my wife's music, although, you know what, it's not a big deal, but I don't think so. We definitely want to just share that with the world. We want our kids to have that as they get older, our grandkids, because Kathy's voice needs to be heard throughout the world. I'm not saying she's the best in the world. To me, she is the best in the world, but Kathy's got something unique. She's got a really relaxing voice. Kids love it, and I think she needs to put more out there. I've got a million ideas for songs. I don't have $1 million. So anyway, all that to say is that's coming out soon, but her Christmas song dropped. Should be on the streaming platform soon, so you can go listen to that. But you can go buy it from Bandcamp now if you want to support Kathy, and she'll keep doing music because I'll keep forcing her to do it. She's not really a big, like, when's our next song? She's always like, oh, we're doing a song? She's just, because she's always busy. She's studying, and she'll come down and she'll be like, all right, let's sing. And then she just sings like, pfft. She's not even ready, and that's what it sounds like. She doesn't even practice. So it's amazing. She's amazing. And I've got a song coming out called Santa Bro really soon, and we'll see how that goes. We'll see. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. Thanks for sticking around. And thanks for all the birthday presents you guys have given me. Like, oh my gosh. And remember, if you've sent me a gift, please reach out to me with your address so I can send you a gift, because I think, you know, you give and you get. I love sending people gifts. And Tiffany is my go-to girl for getting all my gifts out to the US. I'm the guy giving out to Canada. And yes, UK and Australia and Scotland and Ireland and all the other places across the pond. I will eventually send a box over there. I got to figure it out. Someone maybe will be sailing over and I'll just, hey, can you take this for me? Or whatever. Maybe. But yes, eventually I will get you guys some stuff. Until then, I'll see you tomorrow. Yes, I think, possibly, don't quote me. Yes, I am going to go bring back Bible stories of swearing tomorrow. Yes, yes, yes. There's a couple of stories I want to cover. I think one of them was, yeah, I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to rebring them because people are asking, even though nobody watches them. But I think it's an important thing, and I really want to have those out there. So, also stay tuned for what we're doing Christmas Eve. Also, follow me on Instagram, a-holes. You're not an a-hole, I'm just kidding. Please follow me on Instagram. And don't forget about the Secret Santa. The link is below. Sign up. I want at least 50 people, and make sure that you sign up, and that I think it closes next Friday, and then we're going to be opening all our presents on December 18th, the Friday, I think it is, and live together. Everybody's turning their cameras on. We're going to get our onesie pajamas on, our hot cocoa. A lot of you are going to be drinking wine, that's fine, and we're going to open our presents together. We're going to have a grand old time, and it's going to take hours, and we're going to play you some songs, and we're going to have a good time with the Dad Challenge podcast. It's going to be amazing. Maybe Tom, maybe Mark, maybe Jeff, everybody will be here. I don't know. Kathy will sing you a song, whatever it is. Yes, I'm excited about that. Get into the Secret Santa because it's going to be amazing. Again, there's people making wish lists on that list. Don't worry about the wish list. We are hoping for homemade things. You do not have to. If you want to buy a product, no problem. 25 bucks and under. We do not want to have it skewed where like someone's buying me like, you know, the Sword of Omen. And someone gets like, you know, dollar store kazoo. So we just want to make sure it's 25 bucks and under. And if you can't afford it, guys, and you want to be a part of this, reach out to me. We'll figure something out. Homemade something if you need, I don't know. I don't want to exclude anybody for whatever reason. So if you can't afford it and you know how to make something amazing, that's even better as far as I'm concerned. Okay. That's what I'm saying. So do what you got to do, but get into the Secret Santa Dad Challenge podcast gift bonanza. It's going to be incroyable, which is French for incredible, which is you are also incredible. I love you. Bye.